Don't make these 9 keyword mistakes while filling in your 7 keyword boxes when you are uploading your KDP books. Whether it is low content, no content, or high content, this is equally applicable for all of them. So, which are those 9 keyword mistakes? We are going to take a look at it in this video. So, make sure that you watch the video till the end, and I'll see you on the other side of the video. All right, so before we begin this video, I would like to tell you that I am uploading all the videos related to KDP, my learning, knowledge, experience, expertise, income report, everything related to KDP. So if in case, if this is something that interests you, you may want to watch my existing videos. And if you like them, then you may want to consider subscribing to this channel. I would really appreciate that. And with that said, let's now take a look at what are those 9 keyword mistakes that you must avoid when you are filling in those 7 keyword boxes? So number one is that you must avoid to include the same information which is already available in your book metadata at other places. Let's say, for example, be it your book title or contribution information and so on. That is something that you must avoid. So number one is that information which is already available in your book metadata, that is something you avoid. And let me correct this. So oops, it is like this. So that is whatever you have kind of kept it in book title or subtitle, or even say contributor section and so on. This is something that you must avoid. Don't repeat that same information. Okay, now let's take a look at the number two. So sometimes it happens that we generally want to, mention something about quality of the book, which is basically a subjective quality. So we should avoid that completely. So something that we should avoid is subjective claim of the book quality. So what is the example? So sometimes we like to say that best coloring book ever, right? Best coloring book ever. Or we can say best novel ever. Or we can say that best notebook ever. But this is something that we must avoid. Now, let's take a look at the number three mistake that we should avoid. So we should avoid anything time sensitive information. Now, when we say time sensitive information, so it is like a new book that is we are publishing. So don't include this keyword. Then we can say that on sale, or we could say that available now, and so on. So this is time sensitive information statement we must avoid whenever we are filling in our 7 keyword boxes. Okay, hope you got the point. Now let's take a look at number four. So we should also try to avoid information which is most common to the given category, like when you're uploading book, right? Which is most common for the given category. So when you're uploading book, right? So you should try to avoid saying that it's book. So don't ever include that when you are filling in those 7 keywords. Now, number fifth is the most important one. So don't make spelling errors when you are filling in those 7 keyword boxes. Now, number six, let's take a look at that. Number six is something that we should avoid unnecessary spacing, right? Spacing, punctuation, then what we can say that capitalization, pluralization, etc. Don't do this. So to give you an example of this, right? So this is sometimes this is uh, an example, right? Wherein sometimes we like write like this, we write like this as well. So we try to kind of provide the different combinations and permutations. So don't ever do that. Another classic example is like when we say computer, when we say computers. So don't even try to, add this, or when we say Father's Day, when we say Father Day, all these kind of the mistakes that we must avoid. So unnecessary spacing, punctuation, capitalization, pluralization, and everything we must try to avoid. Now let's take a look at the number seven mistake. So this is something that when you're publishing your book, make sure that you are not giving reference of any kind of unrelated information, or sometimes name of the author of completely a different book, right? Best selling book or so. So don't even try to add that. Don't. Okay. So that is basically any information, right, which is not related to your book. KDP takes this very seriously because anything which is kind of going to, affect the customer experience, so those kind of mistakes, KDP doesn't allow. So that's the reason we must kind of try to be away, and we shouldn't be doing those mistakes when we are publishing our low content or no content books. All right, so number 8 mistake that you must avoid is don't use phrases or quotation mark. Okay, so the reason is, let's say, for example, when you say, add this kind of a quotes like dad story in his own words. So what KDP would do is that if at all anyone tries to search with this whole quote, then only it will try to show that result. So instead of that, you should not use this quotation, but use the individual word. So that is the mistakes that we should try to avoid. Don't ever use the quotation or phrases inside your book. Then number 9 mistake is like don't ever use like whatever the programs those are run by Amazon, right? So number 9 is don't use Amazon program names. Say for example, KDP Select and so on. So yes, so these are the 9 mistakes that we must take into consideration while filling in those 7 keyword boxes. So I hope this video was useful, and this information is something that I have found based on my research that I was doing while understanding KDP. So similar kind of a content, you'll also be able to find it from KDP University as well. So this is something that I have extracted, and whatever my understanding was, so that is something that I have tried to capture it over here. So with that said, I would like to conclude this video over here. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, make sure that you give a thumbs up to the video and let me know your thoughts, your feedback in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy publishing.